take your right leg and just roll that foot in a circle. Get it nice and stretched out. Change directions to the other way. Good. Change feet, other side. Make a circle with that toe. And change directions. That clip was in the Facebook group. I posted that link, by the way, for the Nicholas Brothers documentary. Take your first leg, whichever one that was, and shake it out all the way from the hip down. Get nice and loose. And then just the foot and ankle, stabilize that upper leg, and then just shake out the foot so that you're not controlling it, just let it be floppy. And then change to the other side, shake the whole leg out. And then just the foot and ankle, just let it flop around. No muscle tone right now, just nice and loose. All right, shake everything out. We're gonna start with our nerves. Just a reminder, for when we do nerves, we're gonna take our whole leg, keep it nice and still, and just let the foot and ankle do the work for this one. Now we're gonna do the opposite of what we just shook out, and now we're actually gonna control this. Nice and even. We'll start with 1, then we'll do doubles, triples, and 4 in a row. And we'll use some fruit gram sauce. Here we go.
I don't want such happiness, yeah, happiness. I'm not satisfied. I want the same grab sauce with the awesome face, with shit I buy on the side. I don't want pork chops and bacon, that won't wait. My appetite inside. I want the green grab sauce with the awesome face, with shit I buy on the side. Not a fella really got to eat, and a fella should eat right. Why will get you down? I'm gonna feed myself right tonight. I don't want fish tasting right, baby. You heard what I said. With a piece of mine frying. I want the flame jam sauce with the awesome flavor, with your papa on the side. I don't want things like the fish, red like tomatoes. Believe me, I'm never satisfied. I want the flame jam sauce with the awesome flavor, with your papa on the side. I don't want pork chops and bacon, that won't awaken my appetite inside. I want the flame sauce with the awesome flavor, with your papa on the side. Now a fella's really got to eat, and a fella should eat right. I could get you down. I'm gonna feed myself right tonight. I don't want fish cakes right. You heard what I said. Well, but listen, my child. I want the green jam sauce with the awesome flavor, with your papa on the side.
All right, you guys, and I just realized I forgot to turn on all my lights. So give me a second, shake it out for a minute, and I'll make it a little brighter in here, so maybe you can see me. All right. Okay, so this is week 4, by the way, week 4 of 6. And so we're gonna go through some of the stuff that you've been learning. We're gonna just do a follow the leader kind of a thing. And we'll try to mix in some things today, maybe without too much explanation, because you guys know what you're doing at this point. But as usual, at any point, if you want to pop in, unmute yourselves and ask a question whenever. All right, let's do this. Here we go, starting with steps. Alright, you guys, good. Hope you're getting my sign language there. I don't know if you can see that, but alright, so let's move on. Let's do some brushes and some flaps. So brushes, nice and slow. You can bring your foot out when we do brushes because there's time, because brush, step, brush, step. Flaps go straight down into the ground. Don't waste too much time going up and down because you don't have enough time. You're just going to go straight down. We added one heel, lap, heel, or lap, heel. And then we added two heels. A lap, heel, heel. A lap, heel, heel. Right, left, right, left, left. So we can do all of that. Let's go backwards and forwards. Well, forwards and then backwards, really. Let's do. A little slower than that, even. There we go. Louis Jordan.
Who's always late. Anytime we have a date, but I love her. Yes, I love her. I'm gonna walk right up to her gate and see if I can get it straight, 'cause I want her. I'm gonna ask her. Is you my baby? The way you're acting lately makes me cry. Use my baby, baby. Seems my flame in your heart's done gone out. Is a creature that is always so strange. Just when you should want, you find she's gone and made a change. Is who is or is who ain't my baby. Maybe baby's found somebody new. Or is my baby still my baby true?
Take those a little bit higher in tempo. So we were going back, heel, heel, back, heel, heel. Now we're going to go back, heel, heel. Same thing with the ball change. We were doing back, step, Now we're gonna go flat, step, flat, step. Now the key, the secret to doing these fast is to keep everything super small, right? So whereas before you might have had time to keep your foot in the air for longer, now you're gonna keep everything really close to the ground. Flat, heel, heel. Flat, heel, heel. Flat, heel, heel. When you're doing it backwards, flat, heel, heel. Flat, heel, heel. Not bringing that foot too far in front. Same for the flat ball change. Flat ball change. Flat ball change. When we go faster. And then let's also add our back essence. So back essence is when we take that flat step to the side. So we'd be doing the flat behind, flat, and then you're going to unwind your feet, step, step. Other side, flat, left behind, step, step. So right, step, step. Left, step, step. Right, step, step. Left, step, step. We'll do that one slow, not as fast. Remember on this one, you still have to prepare, even though you're going to the side, you're still going to prepare that other leg out. As soon as you step down on the right leg, you're going to put the left leg out to get ready for the flat. Okay, so let's first we'll speed up the flat heel heel, we'll speed up the flat ball change, and then we'll do the back essence slower. So when you listen to the tempo,
yes, I love her. I'm gonna go up to her gate. See if I can get it straight, 'cause I want her. I'm gonna ask her. Is you, my baby? The way you're acting makes me mad. You resist my baby. Seems my flame in your heart's gone out. A woman is a creature that is always been strange. Just when you should have won, you find she's gone and made a change. It's you, it's you, my baby. Maybe baby's found somebody new. Or is my baby still my baby true?
that's one to practice. That's one to practice getting faster. To me, the most important part when you do that one fast is the preparation. So the preparation is a really quick switch of that foot. Right there. You have to shoot that other leg out really fast to get it ready for the next one. Okay, that's for later. Practice that one later. Okay, so let's do shuffles. So let's do our regular slow shuffles first. Side, back, and side. Don't forget that whenever we do something to the back, it's more on a diagonal, and you can bend your standing leg to make sure that you can make contact with the floor, right? If you have a super straight leg, it's going to be harder to meet the floor. If you bend, remember keeping our weight forward, just like we always do, you'll be much easier. It'll be much easier to make contact on that back shuffle. So let's start nice, slow shuffles to begin with. Five, All right. Let's try that. Let's do some shuffle steps, shuffle ball changes, shuffle hop steps. All right. Let's practice this because this is something that's in our routine. Something that we don't often do. We're going to do shuffle step in front. So shuffle step, and then we're going to do a toe. Okay? So do it slow first. Shuffle step toe. Again. Shuffle step toe. And you can kind of jump onto that right foot that's in front if you want to. Shuffle step toe. 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 Now, the thing about this is that you have to make sure your weight is in the right place, right? So when we do that first shuffle, our weight's on our left, but as soon as we step in front, we have to transfer our weight to our right foot. So, shuffle, right foot, and our toe is in the air. So let's try that, and let's change the rhythm a little bit. Shuffle, step, toe. Ready? With the right leg. Shuffle, change to your right, toe. Again. Shuffle, step, toe. Again. Shuffle, step, toe. All right, before we get too good on the right, let's switch to the left side. So let's do it first with no rhythm, just to get the actual feeling of our weight shift. On the right side, you're standing on your right side, you're shuffling with your left, shuffle on your left, transfer your weight to your left. So your right foot's in the air, and then toe. Try it again, shuffle on your left, change your weight, toe. Now let's add the rhythm. Shuffle, step, toe. Again. Shuffle, step, toe. Again. Shuffle, step, toe. Shuffle, step, toe. Couple more times. Shuffle, step, toe. Shuffle, step, toe. Shuffle, step, toe. Last time. Shuffle, step, toe. Good. All right. How are we feeling? Let's check in real quick. Halfway point. Everybody good?
Yes.
Any questions about anything? No. Okay. So let's see. I don't think I missed. Well, we're gonna have some things in the routine that are kind of new. But let's get a quick sip of water if you haven't already, and then we'll jump into our sequence. The sequence is short, but it's challenging, so we're just gonna keep repeating it a million times. So, all right. This little tiny snippet is from the clip that I posted on Facebook a couple days ago with Dorothy Dandridge in a movie, which Dorothy Dandridge was actually married to I think the younger Harold Nicholas. So interesting fun fact. Let's start. So we're going to start with that little thing that we were just practicing. We're going to do 3 shuffles on the right side first before we do that little change of weight. So we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so let's do that nice and slow. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you're doing 3 shuffles in a row. Don't get too comfortable though. Somewhere around the third one, you're going to want to kind of bring your shuffle a little bit more towards the front, right? So maybe you start out to the side and 1 and 2 and 3. Our shuffle is coming to the front and 4. Okay, so let's try that. Add that part in. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Let's just do that much on the other side. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Same thing on the left again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good. All right, so from there, we're going to do a bit of a slide. Now, I will say that this little snippet is totally different in the movie. Well, first of all, it's a lot faster, obviously. But the other thing is that they are moving from side to side this whole sequence. So like when they do this part, they're actually going to do a little slide like on a diagonal. They have their weight on that right foot for the first time through, and they do a diagonal slide. They scoot themselves back on that foot. Because most of us are dancing in a small space, we're going to do a little bit of a scoot on 5, and you're just going to kind of take it nice and small, in place, a little bit back, but not too much. Anytime we do scoots, I always say, be very careful. You want to make sure that your foot is underneath your body at all times. So if you are over exuberant with your scoot and your foot goes farther than your body, you will do a face plant. And nobody wants that, even though you all did sign a waiver. So we're going to do weight on the right, little tiny scoot on the 5, back. So let's add that part in. So it's going to look like this. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. So up until now, we've been doing something on the ands and the beats. Now we're going to wait, and we're going to wait for the 5 to do the scoop. So the count one more time. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Okay, let's try it. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Let's try it on the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Again on the left. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Yeah, good. Jade, are you okay? You're just putting on your brace. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Let's try it a couple more times on the left, since we always shortchange the left side. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Yeah, good. Okay. Now, we're on the other side. After that little scoot, you're gonna skip the 3 shuffles, and now you're just gonna do 1. You're gonna do shuffle, step, step. So let's try that on the left. Shuffle, step, step. Again on the left, just 1. Shuffle, step, step. One more time. Shuffle, step, step. Let's try just that much on the right side. So it's going to look like this. Shuffle, step, step. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shuffle, step, step. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shuffle, step, step. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shuffle, step, step. All right. We're going to do this nice and slow. We're going to add that part on. Watch one more time with your eyeballs as we add that part on. Then we'll all do it together. First time through, 3 shuffles. Okay, let's try it. Just on that first side. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 shuffles. Step, slide. 1 shuffle. Yeah, let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 shuffles. Step down, slide. 1 shuffle. Yeah, again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 shuffles. Change side. Slide. Yeah. One more time, then we'll switch to the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. let's try changing it to the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 shuffles. Slide. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 shuffles. Step toe. Slide. Shuffle. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 shuffles. Step toe. Slide. Shuffle. All right. Let's see. We're going to practice that a couple more times before we add on the end. Because there's 2 more counts in that 8 count section there. Let's do it again on the right side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, and 6, and 7. One more time on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. On the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left side. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Chime in if you have any questions. Unmute yourselves. We're going to have the 2 little things at the end. So after you do, you're here, you just did your toe, you're going to do a hop step or a heel step, whichever one, to end the phrase. So hop step. So you just did the toe on the right side. Let's do that toe. Then you hop on the left, hop step. And that's going to end the phrase. So one more time, toe first, toe, hop step. Let's just try that. 5, 6, 7, 8, toe, hop step. 5, 6, 7, 8, toe, hop step. 5, 6, 7, 8, toe, hop step. So try it on the other side. It's going to be toe on the left side now, hop on the right, step on the left. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, toe, hop step. 5, 6, 7, 8, toe, hop step. 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay. That's going to add on to the end. So watch it from the beginning. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay, let's do the whole thing on the right side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Again on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 4. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 5, 6, same thing. All right, let's try the left side. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 shuffles. Yeah, good. We're going to try it again on the left. 5, 6, nice and slow. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 5, 6, on the left. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right, let's check in. I know this is a little bit of a tongue twister for your feet. How's everybody doing? Kind of okay? Yeah?
It's fine at this speed.
Yeah, I know. You know it's coming.
But we're waiting. We're waiting.
I know. Okay, any questions before we do try it with the slow version of the music? Let's do this before we do that, actually. Let's try putting this all back to back. So we're gonna actually do this 6 times in a row. So let's go ahead and put that together at least a couple times before we try it with the music. Here we go, starting on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Now left. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Now right. All right, let's try with the music. I'm gonna slow down. Let's see how it is first. So we're not really dancing at the speed of the music. We're kind of dancing like half time to this. I am going to slow it down a little bit though. Let's see what it sounds like at 20% slow. It's a little drop, but I'm going to take it to 10%. Let's see how the. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, give me a thumbs up. Is that tempo okay for you guys? Okay, I'm gonna take it down a notch. Let's try this. 5, 6, 5, Okay, again. Just gonna keep doing this. 5, 6, 5, 6, go. Take a quick breath. Let's try again. let's try it one more time at this tempo, and then we'll take it up a notch. All right, guys. I said I was going to take it up a notch, but let's do this first. So the next part you heard, the song has this rhythm where it goes ba 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 ba. I'm going to give you a couple of things that you can do to that tempo. But the idea with this section is that you do your own thing, not necessarily the things that I give you, but you can do anything that makes that rhythm of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 1, 2, 3, nothing, 1, 2, 3, nothing. So here's a couple things that I think go with this part of the music. So this is actually something that was in one of the Nicholas Brothers routines. It was kind of like this, where they tap to the front, tap to the side, together. Front, side, together. And you go down on the together. So tap, tap, down. Tap, tap, down. A 1, 2, 3. All 4. 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. Are you guys still there?
I'm back.
That was so weird.
Angela's the host now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
All right, Angela, take over.
I have no idea what happened.
It's your turn to teach.
Well, if you want to take ballet, I could do that, but I can't do tap.
I don't know. That must have been my internet, I'm assuming, because it just closed the meeting. Okay, well.
Oh, I thought it was mine, so I left to try to reboot.
No, I think it might have been mine. All right. Well, anyway, how much did you guys see of that? Because I saw somebody, Terry, I was like, well, that's funny. She's being really still right now. She must hate this. I guess it wasn't. I'm not going to take it personally anymore. Okay. So where were we? So I was talking about this little section of the music where it goes ba, ba, ba. You heard that part, right? Okay. And so I'm going to give you a little freedom. I'm going to give you a couple things. So the first one I was showing you, when I started thinking Terry was like angry or something. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, I forgot to mute you. You're going to go front, side, together. Front, side, together. And the together part, you can do a little bend. Just a little soft down into the floor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. Another one is something called a boogie drop in solo, like authentic vernacular jazz language, which is just a toe, a heel, and a down. Toe, heel, down. Toe, heel, down. Toe, heel, down. Toe, heel, down. You're turning as you change between the toe and the heel and the down. Toe, heel, down. Maybe you guys can think of some other things that go with that. There are some things in the warm-up that we do. We do 2 stomps, right? We do stomp, stomp, step. Stomp, stomp, step. That's one thing. You could do 2 heels. Heel, heel, step. Heel, heel, step. You could do 2 toe stabs. You could do toe, toe, step. Toe, You could do clap, clap, nothing. Clap, clap. You could do nothing with your feet. I mean, the options are endless. I've given you a bunch. But here's the thing, you're gonna do whatever you pick, you're gonna do that thing 4 times in a row. So let's say we were doing, and if you wanna just do the first one that we just learned there, 4 times in a row, you can do that. You're gonna do 4 of these, and then there are 6 chances to do different things, each of which you're gonna do 4 times. So say the first 4 I'm gonna do these. Then maybe the next 4 I'm gonna do boogie drops. And then the next 4 I'm gonna do stops. And then the next 4 I'm gonna do do this because I ran out of ideas. And so on. 6 times in a row. Okay? Does that make sense, you guys? And this is not meant to intimidate you or make you nervous or whatever. It's more like this is something that I was never exposed to as a tap dancer, that I could improvise and do whatever I want. But it's actually a big part of tap dancing. If you watch professional tap dancers, a lot of times they're doing stuff that they're just making up on the fly. And it's like they're playing a rhythmic instrument with their feet. So this is a very simple rhythm. 1, 2, 3, hold 4. And you can do a million things already with just the things you already know how to do. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the music. We're gonna go to that 10% slower speed. We're gonna do that first section 6 times in a row. And then 6 times you have choices to do 4 repetitions of a thing to that new rhythm. And then we're gonna go back into our Nicholas Brothers sequence and do that, I don't know, 3 or 6 more times, something like that. Does that make sense, you guys? Any questions? Okay, let's try it. No pressure. fast for one time, regular full speed, and then we'll go back to 10% slower. 5, 10%, last time. Do it up, you go. Here we go. 5, 5.